Time doesn't matter. You actually, I don't believe, can alter it for story mode. I believe it's set as a default. We'll go ahead and just go back here on the story. Or as I mentioned before, you can only play as the 4 turtles. Turtle choice here is going to be Raph, and that's going to start at 3, 2, 1, go. Do a lot of start mashing to get through these cutscenes. For the story mode, it's typical Turtles fare. Rescue April, rescue Splinter, stop the bad guy. Here's our loop for Raph. Raph has this power drill, which is essentially in Bison's Psycho Crusher. Does a lot of chip damage. Crosses over to the other side. And it allows you to get in a throw attempt. Messed it up there. Missed the input there. Now we're going to get trolled. Can't survive that. Unfortunately, I missed that last throw attempt, but we're going to be seeing that on pretty much every single stage. You cross the other side with power drill, which the cheap thing about that is it pushes them into you, and then this game is so broken that it gives you enough frames to just do a throw. Not the best design choice. Ah, missed it. That's a free throw for them. Trying to do that so I can make sure I hit him. It's hard. He's going to troll me a little bit. Chrome Dome gets annoying sometimes. That's not what I wanted at all. Sometimes you get auto-corrected inputs. There's not much you can do. Alright, let's see if I can finish it from here. I always listen for sound cues there, and that makes it hard. Alright, there. The sound cues thing is I always listen for the number of times the block happens, and that's really distance specific. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3. It can also be character specific, and Chrome Dome's hitbox is really strange. So for actual mental prep, it's a hard fight. Not as hard as this one, though. Asuka's awful. She has the best Dragon Punch in the game, and the AI will sometimes just clean use Dragon Punch to beat out Power Drill. Goal against her is just get her on the ground. One way. Mistimed it. You don't have much time to get in that throw. That's what makes this so hard. Did it too early at that point. Now she's going to start Dragon Punch me out of that. There we go. Yeah, Raph's suplex is sweet. Germans the hell out of him.
Round 2. Fight.
Gonna get probably more of the same here. I tend to start out with Chest Buster against her, simply because she tends to jump a lot, and it's a really, really good anti-air. Yep, now we're in trouble. When they dizzy you, they always throw you. That never changes. She is being awful right now, and I apologize for this. I missed one throw input at the start, and now I'm screwed. Maybe not. Missed it. Yeah, we're dead. Told you, you can't miss those inputs. They're huge. You have probably less than half a second to get that. Still gonna go for flip kick. She blocked it this time. She read it. You're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, she is okay. I'm getting stonewalled super hard. Unbelievable. I have a chance here. Unfortunate. We're dead. Yep. It's a hard fight. I haven't had a lot of practice on this week. It's a very, very, very hard fight. What also sucks is we don't have a lot of continues to pull this off. Game is mean. You can also now see why I said the hardest difficulty was not marathon safe. If they're doing this on default, how's it going to be on the hardest? That was a dropped input if I ever saw one. Now that time she cooperates and they get a perfect. Go figure, right? Well, yeah, it's definitely unsafe, but I'm trying to telegraph her jumping. It's a coin flip either way. I don't regret my decisions. It's more just a case of, like, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. But I kind of had to be proactive. If she's not jumping, then that means that she's just going to be doing something that's going to be either stonewalling me or hitting me. That's why it's hard. We can finish her off from here. Okay. Yeah, she's one of the harder fights for a reason. I don't think any of the characters measure up to her difficulty outside of maybe Armagon. But we'll get to that in a little bit. I think it's Wingnut that's up next. There's 3 different towers you can get, and which one you get is random, but I always forget the orders. Wingnut's honestly not that bad. He has, like, no defense. So he's pretty free to this. As long as you don't mistime your throws, he's pretty free. Strange, too, because competitively, Wingnut's a very good character, but he's... Without having any defense, you can just Psycho Crush him on his wake up. He can't stop you.
Round 2. Fight.
Go for the same here. Yeah, this time to throw there. Bad thing about this throw is it just takes forever. Sometimes they throw you first. Fortunate. Wow. My timing is so bad. There we go. I didn't think you could be able to jump out of that. But okay. On to our 4th fight, which to me is it's basically the midway point of the tower. Where you rescue April, and I believe for this particular tower it's Rat King. Rat King's pretty awful unless you can get him in the corner. He's really mobile. He has an air move that basically lets him travel the screen, which is awful. And then it also lets him do a command throw, which does a ton of damage. The other annoying thing about the fight is he tends to jump a lot, which means Power Drill hits him, which isn't good for you, because that doesn't do a lot of damage. So you get stuff like this a whole lot. Alright, now we can position back to the center of the screen. Didn't count it properly. That was not supposed to be a chest buster. Okay, I'll take the hit, I guess. Gonna do what he wants at this point. Little option select there. That was weird. Luckily, Rat King doesn't have a lot of defensive options either. His best defense is just jumping Power Drill and then just drop kicking over it, which sometimes does work.
Round 2.
It's just such an obnoxious fight just because of how mobile he is. You wouldn't think that a guy that's as slow as he is would be as mobile, but he has like 3 normals that move him across the screen, including a standing heavy kick, which is completely busted. And he just really likes being in the air, so Psycho Crusher's going to hit him a lot. Maybe we can finish it from here. Unfortunate. That kick is definitely not intentional. It's what happens if I do the throw input too early. Okay, I'll just take the hit there. I'd go with better than Zangief. Zangief doesn't have an air normal that moves him across the screen. Does have a command throw though. On to our last half. I believe the first one is Armagon, who's definitely very difficult.
Round 1.
He's almost as bad as Asuka. He has a flash kick that's completely busted. Moves him forward, it's invincible. Mistimed it. Do some stuff there. Mistimed. Timing's hard. I'll take that. I'll take that. Unfortunate. If he wants to do that, I'm more than okay with that. Him doing dive just means I get to hit him, which is great. Troll. Sometimes all they want to do is jump. You don't have a lot of power there.
Round 2. Fight.
No pun intended. Too early on the timing. There we go. Okay. Once I counted out that I was doing 3 instead of 4, I kept thinking a hit was hitting 4, but I was mistiming it. Sometimes you listen for the next one, it's like, oh, I was supposed to throw there, and they throw you first. Yeah, competitively, Armagon's easily the best character in the game. He's so overpowered. So this fight is a clone turtle. No matter which turtle you play as, you always fight your double. So if I was playing Mike, I'd be fighting Michelangelo. Fighting clone Raph can be a challenge for sure. So always gotta make sure you get the drop on him, like anybody else. Pretty good round there. Now, if he gets the drop and throws you first, that's really bad, because that puts you full screen, and then he just starts chucking fireballs at you. And he throws the slow-moving ones. Raph's slow-moving fireball is like, it's like a yoga inferno. It's really slow. He walked right through my sweep. What a lame person you are. I'm gonna chill out a moment. See, this is all he does. Pretty awful. Alright. Got a loop. I don't think that kills him, though. There we go. It's all an instance there of what he can do when he does get loose. Yeah, it was the Mega Drive version where you actually have supers in low life. There are supers in this game, but they don't exist in story mode. Ordinarily, there's a green bar below your life bar that lets you charge up a meter. In story mode, it doesn't exist. You're just left with your normals and your specials. So in War's case, he's another one kind of like Rat King in that he likes to jump a lot. We can keep on the ground, we're fine. Because he doesn't really have a lot of good attacks. Unfortunate. Trying to cover this side. You don't want to be too close to War on Wake Up. He will kill it. He does get to throw you. There's not really a lot you can do about it either.
Round 2.
Hoping for more of the same in the second round. Sweep, as you can tell, is incredibly good for getting space. Also causes a knockdown so we can start a loop. Unfortunate. Really, video game. If I got in the chest buster there like I wanted, he would be dead because he couldn't survive that ship. There we go. Pretty weak. But at least it's over, right? Under our last two, I'm trying to remember who the one now is. Actually, no, this is the last one before the Splinter Rescue, and that's for Shredder. Shredder can be really annoying. Also jumps a lot. But he predictably jumps, so we can generally keep that pretty under control. Like, he has very specific distances for when he'll jump. Such as, like, right there. Like, sometimes he will back up just to jump, and it's great. Also not that hard of a semi-boss. Oof, there goes my estimate. Oh well. Gotta do what we gotta do. He decided to knee? This is unfortunate. Should have gone underneath that. Shredder being a jerk. I don't know about that just completely whiffing him. That seems wrong. Alright, in the corner you can do some really cool stuff. Your grab has absurd range in the corner for some reason. Like, look how far I was able to grab him from. Whoop, didn't mean to pause that. Why on earth are you allowed to be able to grab him from that far away? Alright, that'll rescue Splinter. Move on to our last fight. Who is both worthy and not worthy of being a final boss, I think. Now, in the sense of gameplay, Karai's broken. But as a final boss, she's not that hard to stun lock. I'm gonna do this. She doesn't really have a lot of good defensive options. Like Wingnut. If she's getting up out of wake up, or if you're just flying at her, she doesn't really have a lot of ways to stop you. Oop, should have skipped that. Yeah, you can actually just skip the countdown. Well, I didn't. I just hadn't been pressing buttons. Unfortunate. She does have a lot of really good buttons, though, that are really fast. Should be able to finish her from here. Alright, cool. That's going to be on time. It's like once the final fanfare starts, it does that. Yeah, that loss to Asuka was brutal. I knew I wasn't going to be able to meet my estimate after that. It's a thing. It can be really tough sometimes. Surely AI will do that, and fighting games are full of it. Get this awesome ending music, though. Get this pep talk from Splinter, saying like, "Hey, y'all did good. You should do more good." Next time on Fox Kids, or yeah, it was on Fox. I had to think about it for a moment. It's like it's been so long. It was definitely Dragon Breath. Anyway, thanks for the GGs, everybody. By the fact that was easily my worst run of the night, I hope y'all enjoyed that. This game is interesting in that my own personal taste for it has evolved over time. I think the game can still be really fun, but at the highest competitive level, it's not very good. It's a very, very unbalanced game. Out of 10 characters, I mean, you've got 7 that are playable, but the other 3 are like, they're just not really doing much in this game. But yes, that's gonna be it for me for this evening. I'm gonna check and see what we've got coming up shortly. Hang on one second. Alright, looks like we got the SG crew cooking up something for next. Oh, nice. We got a Super Metroid run for a category called Sports Spawn RTA, so hope you all enjoy that, and they'll get that set up. As for me, I will see you all again tomorrow afternoon. Afternoon for me for Yoshi's Safari, another one of my favorite games of all time, so be sure to tune in then and enjoy the rest of the marathon. Have a great night, everybody.